Well, here it is, the 30th of April, on the last day of the challenge. It's the first time I've recorded this week, simply because I had so much to catch up on. What with COVID kicking off in the beginning of April for the first week, and then the week after that trying to recover from it. I found the challenge fairly hard, to be fair. So, but here we are with only 24 miles to go. So should be all right. But I just want to thank you all for your support. Raised some good money. And yeah, well, this is the last one today. So let's get on with it. I'll catch you in a bit. Let's get this 24 miles done. It's been a slog, but we're on the finishing line. Happy days. Just nice and gentle today for the last one. I must admit, I'm absolutely shattered. Work has been mega busy. We've been flat out. Early starts, late finishes. I've been getting about 4.5 hours sleep a day. Obviously still the family life and the pond maintenance, which I'll update you on near the end of this video, and work, plus all the miles I had to squeeze in for this week. It's been bloody crazy, but still, we're on the final stretch, heading back homebound. So I'll catch you in a bit. So, quick rest stop. Just climbed up Pitney Hill. That's not fly tipped, don't worry, that's the farmer's rubbish. He's in the other field here doing some work as well. So no doubt he'll be back up to pick that up at some point. But yeah, gorgeous day, absolutely gorgeous day. So what are we on now? We're on 15 miles, so theoretically I've got 9 more to do, but it's approximately 15 home, so I'm going to have a few extra in there. But to be fair, I am shattered. I'll spin you around a minute. Yeah, I am knackered. I got to admit, struggled this week. This time last week, the end of last week, I still had over 120 miles to do. I was so far behind. COVID bloody at the beginning of April, first week of April when the challenge started, obviously knocked me down. Tried getting back on it the week after. Done a couple of small rides, but the effects from COVID, from having COVID, just knocked the crap out of me, if I'm honest. But the week after that, obviously I've been tucking in, eating away at the miles. And come the end of that week, last week, I still had over 120 to do. And then work informs me we're going to be looking at, 12-hour night shifts, 15-hour shifts, all, I was thinking, wow, couldn't write it, could you? Right in the very last week when I got all this mileage to catch up on. But I managed to chip away at it. I've been doing some decent rides all week. Yeah, I'm knackered, alright, fair enough. I've only had 4.5 hours a night sleep this week, what with work and family life, upkeep of the pond. I'll update you on that later in this video. And but yeah, I've pushed myself out the door. I've managed to keep going. And today is the last day. So, well, I've got no choice now but to cycle home. So I can guarantee you I've completed the challenge. Happy days. But after this, today, or this weekend, I'm going to get some sleep. And then I'm going to chill out with some cider and a takeaway. Oh, I don't know, eh? Never mind. Right, I'm going to crack on, back on with it, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Cheers! Hell yeah! 24 needed to complete the challenge. Challenge complete. See you in a bit. We're muckers. Hope you're all alright. It's better now. I'm freshed and showered and so glad that is over, to be fair. I found that so hard. It would have been absolutely fine. I think I would have, you know, had no issues with it at all. I would have found it fairly easy. I think if I had the time that I thought I was going to have. But it turns out that I've had to squeeze 300 miles, or just over 300 miles I've done. I had to squeeze all that into sort of 2.5 weeks. So, but hey ho, it's done now. 120 miles this week. My legs are like jelly. And I'm absolutely knackered, as you can tell. They look like crap. Anyway, I'll spin you around and see the fish. Well, they're all here. They've just got some little snacks there on the go now. They weren't fed yesterday. I gave the filters a rest. Water test was alright. But they were, I think I've been overfeeding a little bit. I've done a water change yesterday. And there was quite a bit of uneaten food come through when I purged the drain. So I think I've been overfeeding a little bit. So they had nothing yesterday, and it's now like really late in the afternoon now. So they've gone a good day and a half with nothing. But yeah, everybody's doing well. They're all looking good. Flame, update on Flame there. God, my camera works shocking. Still shaking from my ride. So he's got another scale there. That other loose one that I spotted last week, that's being pushed out. Looks like the same sort of thing, being pushed out by a bigger scale that's coming in underneath. So not too worried about that. Now I've seen this side, as you can tell. I've had a good look at him. You wouldn't even know. He's got a tiny, tiny, tiny little white mark there. Like I said, I've had him out, I've had a look, and it's lovely. It's healing up. The scale's coming through nicely. The new scale's coming through nicely. Yeah, he's happy. So, yeah, happy chappy with that. For this one, obviously, I'm not going to panic too much over it. I think the same thing's happening. It's in the same place, just opposite sides of the fish. I think the small scale's being pushed out by a bigger scale that's growing in underneath in its place. So the only time I'll need to do anything about that is if he has that flappy bit of skin again. But you can see the new scale there. Well, can't see the new scale, but like I say, I've had him out. There's a small white mark there, but it is healing up nicely, and the scale will actually slide over that, hopefully, the new scale. So yeah, chuffed, he's doing well. He's none the wiser for his ordeal last week. So, one thing I have noticed though this week, when I've been sat here watching them and drinking my coffee in the mornings, some of the females, so we got the, just focusing on my finger, so we got the female Sorghoi, we got the female Deutz, I believe, that's a Deutz Shiro Utsuri. Yeah, and we've also got where is it? There. My Kumon-Roo, which I thought was male, but possibly something might be telling me it's a female. Not too sure yet. But they've been pushing the two males about, like nudging them. Not really violently pushing them, but Flame's been being nudged about, and so has my little, well, not so little now, Platinum Ogre. And those two are, well, Flame's definitely a male. I believe the Platinum, by the body shape, is also a male. But yeah, this week they've been doing that. They've been nudging them and pushing them about a little bit. I don't quite know why. It's definitely the girls doing it to the boys. So, never seen it before. No idea. But still, bloody hell. That little coyote then took a bleeding shrimp that was bigger than its head. Well, if it fits, it's going in. Oh, there, look, you just spat it out. Couldn't chew that then. Anyway, yeah, so, like I say, that's the update on the pond. Everything's fine and dandy. Flame's doing really well. Yeah, just, that's all I've got for you, really. I've been so busy at work this week. I've had like 12-hour and 15-hour shifts this week, or nights this week, and as a night driver, I'm not used to it. I'm used to sort of like 6 to 8 hour nights. So, well, yeah, we've been mega busy. So that couldn't have fallen on a worse week, really. But like I say, I managed to get my challenge done, as you've seen in the video. So, mega happy with that. I just want to send out a massive thank you to everybody that got involved, everybody that donated, everybody that shared my page, everybody that's asked how it's going. You know, it was good. I'm definitely going to do some more challenges like that to raise some money for different charities this year, and ongoing, obviously, in the future. But yeah, mega happy. Managed to complete it. I was getting a bit worried, I must admit. But yeah, it's been a hard slog this week, what with work, and obviously the upkeep of the pond still has to happen, so does family life. And then having to do all those miles as well. But we got there in the end, so chuffed with that. So yeah, but I've not got a hell of a lot for you this week, like I say, because I've just been so busy. So, but other than that, guys, I'm going to say thank you very much. Keep liking and subscribing if you can, please. And I shall see you next week. Oh, before I do disappear, next week, got something good coming up. Hopefully, it still goes ahead, but Monday, in a few days' time, I'm going to be popping down to do a visit to my mate Kev down at Dorset Koi Pond. So, that's going to be in next week's video. Hopefully, fingers crossed. He still has me down there. So, right. Catch you next time, muckers. Cheers.